So about 4 years ago, there was this cute girl in my neighborhood where I lived, and her and I hooked up and got married and bought a house out in the country together. And this is my old bedroom suite, and I had to move it up into an upstairs bedroom, and it's been leaned up against this window for about 4 years. And as you can see, the window treatments are just awful. And if you really look up here in this one corner, it's dangling, and I bet it's been dangling for 4 years. So some people at Weffort Shades sent me this great big box, and it's got a smart blind in it. And I'm going to do kind of a before and after, and maybe catch a little video of me hanging this thing up. And another thing about this window over here is you can't get to the controls, the strings. It's very difficult to get to them, and I'm pretty sure if you tugged on the one on the right, unfortunately we never have, I'm pretty sure the whole thing would come down. So this is going to be the before part of my presentation, and stand by for more. Okay, I finally got these shades unpackaged, and holy smokes, it took me a pair of side cutters, a Leatherman, a couple of sticks of dynamite, and I would love to meet the guy that packed this box. And that is translated as, it's very well packaged. Okay, I've got this box open, and I was kind of joking before, but to say it was very well packed is an understatement. Everything looks just fine. Nothing short of a nuclear explosion could have hurt this box. So anyway, here's the things that matter that came out of that box. One is a quick installation guide, a Type-C charging cable, a remote, and then there's some drywall fasteners over here, and I would imagine all the fasteners are in there, although I'm not sure. And then of course you got your blind itself. I'm going to measure it, and then I'm going to hang it. And now it's time to hang the blinds. And with any good project, you need a little music. So I have this amazing 1970s Pioneer stereo in my guest room. And then it finally occurred to me that YouTube doesn't take too kindly to people playing copyrighted music on their platform. So let me show you how easy it is to install these things. It's ridiculously easy, actually. So I've removed the old window treatments, and there are 3 clips that go on this thing. They're spring clips. If they don't reach out far enough, they have extensions in the kit. I didn't need them, but you simply screw these 3 things in, and that's it. And then you just clip the shades in. Seriously, it's that easy. I didn't catch a video of me actually hanging the blinds. I tried and I failed, but it was kind of a one-shot deal. But you just lift them up, clip them into place. They clip in so easy, and look at how beautiful that looks. Amazing. Now that the blinds are up, I need to hook this thing up to my Z-Wave controller in my home automation. They sent me a 5-channel remote, and it works perfectly, but I want to exploit this thing for all it's worth. So on top, you see a little switch that's shaped like a U. You hold that in to get it into pairing mode. I think it's 6 seconds. And then you are able to switch over to your Z-Wave controller. And then you push that little button there, that little C on the controller. And when it pairs up with the blinds, it'll begin to start flashing blue. So it's really simple. And then you go back and plug that dongle back into your home automation console, and then we can go from there. Okay, we've installed the Weffort smart shades that have a Z-Wave motor. And in my last video, I showed you how to pair that motor to your controller, your Z-Wave controller. Mine is a USB dongle that's plugged into a Raspberry Pi computer that runs a program called Home Assistant. And really, all you do is hold the controller up, put the motor into pairing mode, push a button on the controller, and then they automatically pair. So now we're in Home Assistant. I'm going to go into my settings, and I want to look at my devices and services. And down here, I have the Z-Wave integration installed. And this is my smart motor right here. Now, the cool thing about this is here's the positioning. It's all the way down right now. I can raise it, stop it, or lower it once it gets up off of the bottom. But all I have to do is click this and add it to the dashboard. And I have already done that, although I set mine up just a little bit differently. Here's my guest room blinds right here, and it shows the exact same positioning. So let's go back to where we were. Devices and services, Z-Wave, smart motor. It also shows your sensor state and your battery condition, and down here your configuration, and there's diagnostics, and each one of these subsections you can add to the dashboard if you want. So pair motor to Z-Wave controller, plug Z-Wave controller into your computer, and it's just all there for you already. And you can see mine is a Z-Stick Gen 5 USB controller. Now let's talk about automations. Let's go back to our settings, and here's our automations, and here's the guest or closed guest room blinds at sunset. So all you do is you say when the sun sets, there's a trigger for that, then do set the guest room blinds position, and I have it set to 0, and that will make it go all the way down when the sun sets. I have another automation here that is open guest room blinds at sunrise. When the sun rises is my trigger. Open the guest room blinds, and that's it. It used to be you had to write YAML code. Now everything's done for you in Home Assistant. It's almost no fun anymore. It used to be fun. The struggle was half of the fun. So anyway, it's super easy to add Z-Wave control.